The Federal Trade Commission has issued a warning about scammers calling themselves advisors, offering to help military vets apply for benefits. Scammers charge fees for fake services like speeding up the claims process or guaranteeing you a 100% disability rating, but only the VA can determine eligibility and award benefits and services. There is no speeding up the process, and there are no guarantees here, folks. If someone pressures you to sign over a portion of your VA benefits as payment for their help applying, say no. That's a scam. VA accredited attorneys, claims agents, and veteran service organization representatives, they'll help you apply for these things for free. Skip the scams and go straight to the source, the VA.
You have probably seen them all over YouTube. Guys claiming they can help you get your 100% VA rating fast. They call themselves veteran advocates, consultants, or claim coaches. But here's the truth. Behind the flashy thumbnails and motivational talk, there's a multi-million-dollar industry built on veterans' disability claims. So, are they really helping the vets, or are they just cashing in on the system? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Military Insider. Okay, in the last few years, hundreds of online personalities have popped up teaching veterans how to win the VA system. They upload tutorials, sell secret strategies, and charge anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars to help veterans file for disability claims, because the veteran, they don't trust the VA system itself, so they look for help somewhere else. But the real question is, are they really helping out the veterans? Are they scamming the veterans out, not providing their service? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I really want to see your opinion on this. Let me know if you are one of these vets that they never received their services, or they were scamming you at some way or form. Let me know in the comments. I really want to know. All right, so this is what I found today from the Washington Post. You know, I have my thoughts about the Washington Post, but I found this very, very interesting, and I wanted to bring it to you guys and share it with you, and I want to see your comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. All right, so pretty much the Washington Post here is referring to one of those YouTube influencers, but I'm just going to read through it real quick and share it with you what's going on, and then we'll go from there, okay? Stay with me. He wears a straw cowboy hat, flashes fistfuls of cash, and has attracted nearly 200,000 YouTube subscribers with his secret strategies for winning big with VA disability claims. The Gulf War veterans pitch to fellow vets for just $99.95 a year. His bootcamp tutorials will teach them how to supercharge your VA claim rating and your paycheck. All right, that's pretty much his pitch on his channel. For $100 a year, they help you out, supercharge your VA claim, and get your paycheck raised as well. So this guy, Meet Combat Craig, I think that's his name, his YouTube channel name, Combat Craig, a grizzled and plain-spoken online influencer who has helped drive a booming unregulated industry of for-profit firms that coaches former services members to take advantage of the Department of Veteran Affairs, $193 billion disability compensation system, and take a cut for themselves. All right, like many other ex-military entrepreneur in the thriving claims industry, Combat Craig boasts that he can help virtually any veteran obtain a 100% disability rating from the VA. Influencer hyped the 100% threshold as the holy grail because it pays about $50,000 a year tax-free and comes with no-cost healthcare and a host of other perks. 1,000's in the 100% club. You can do it too. Combat Craig website promises. That's pretty much his promise on his website. I don't know if this guy is completely legit. I'm just reading off the post from the article from Washington Post, and then I want you to make your own judgment. Let me know in the comments. Disability ratings of 100% once were granted to only the most incapacitated veterans, typically those whose war wounds precluded them from taking civilian jobs. But today, the maximum rating is the most commonly held one by far. Of the roughly 6 million veterans receiving disability payment last year, about 1.5 million were designated 100% disabled, a nearly 9-fold increase since 2021, the most recently available VA figures show. So if you look at the chart, look at the from 2000 to 2024, look at the chart right here, all the way up, increasing the 100% disabled vet claims. All right, let's continue. Military service is often dangerous, and VA officials say many veterans hold 100% rating because of disfiguring injuries or severe illness they suffered while serving the United States. Okay, the toll from 2 decades of war in Afghanistan and Iraq, they say, is responsible for much of the trend toward higher awards. Okay, that's reasonable. Okay, but a Washington Post investigation found that for-profit consultants like Craig are compounding the spike in ratings with manipulative tactics. Many urge veterans to stretch the truth about their ailments and claim hard to disprove conditions that VA is unlikely to challenge, such as migraines, erectile dysfunction, and post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. By promising higher ratings and bigger disability checks, they have persuaded millions of veterans to pay as much as $20,000 for their services. This is crazy, guys. I mean, granted, we all know the VA system is broken. They don't give the help that the vets really needs. When you have veterans having conditions, documented conditions, and they still wait for years to get the percentage that they deserve. And then all of a sudden you had this wave of YouTube influencers helping veterans out. Some of them, they've been scammed. Some of them, they really provide their service and they help the veteran out for a fact. Let me know in the comments if you guys have used one of these influencers on YouTube or companies or whatever. I don't want to know no names. I want you to share your experience with us, and then we can have a open communication with the community. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Let's continue on. So let's see what we got here. Unlike nonprofit veterans organizations, these businesses are not accredited by VA. This is very important, guys. These businesses, not all these companies that you see on the internet, they are not accredited by the VA. Yet the industry helps veterans secure compensation from VA for hundreds of thousands of disability, according to current and former company and government officials. While many of the businesses provide legitimate services, some who have worked in the industry say it is steeped in hucksterism and fraud. Let's see what we got here. Let's quote, "I had to convince the vets they have PTSD," said Tyson Balam, 33, a former soldier who worked as a senior intake specialist for Veterans Garden, a North Carolina-based disability claims company from 2021 to 2023. "The vets will tell me I don't have that symptom. I had to tell them to get your rating higher, you have to have these symptoms," unquote. Okay, this is the last part right here. The surge in 100% ratings is primarily driven by a younger generation of veterans who served in the aftermath of 9/11 attacks. A post-analysis of U.S. Census Bureau found that employed veterans between the ages 26 and 35 account for the biggest increase in ratings, between 70 and 100%. All right, so I'm gonna show you something that I found. This is another report that I found from the Texas Tribune. So this guy, let's read the headline. It says, as veteran disability claims soar, unaccredited coaches profit off frustration with the VA system. So pretty much the same thing I told you guys earlier, that all these vets go to these companies or these influencers on the internet to help them with their VA disability claims because they don't trust the system. It's plain and simple. They don't trust the VA system. They don't trust their doctors. They think they've been getting ripped off because they actually are providing documentation with legitimate conditions, and they still have to wait years for them to get the percentages they need. So this guy, let me read this with you guys real quick. So this guy, pretty much in summary, this guy went to this company and they pretty much scammed him. Jim Pecky was a young Navy petty officer stationed in Bahrain when the 9/11 attacks happened. As the nation went on a war footing, he suddenly shifted from administrative and IT duties to lugging water and equipment 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Work that left him with chronic neck and back pain. He retired in 2002, but he put off applying for benefits because, like millions of veterans, he felt overwhelmed by the paperwork required. That changed in 2020 when he watched a YouTube video in which a fellow veteran, Brian T. Reese, promised to help veterans navigate the benefits maze and lead happier, healthier, and wealthier lives. Pecky signed on as a customer with Reese's company, Austin-based VA Claims Insider. The 44-year-old Abilene resident, who now does IT work for a defense contractor, said he was charged nearly $10,000 for about 6 hours of coaching, some of which included watching pre-recorded online informational sessions with as many as 400 other attendees at a time. Although Pecky did get a monthly disability check of around $1,500, he felt he was charged for information he could have found on the internet. To help him qualify for benefits, the company's coach pushed him to emphasize mental distress, Pecky said, even though what he considered that to be a backseat concern and wanted top-notch care for his chronic physician pain. So pretty much after all that, pretty much what happened was this guy ended up suing this company, and a lot of different customers end up suing them as well because they did not provide the service they required, they were offering. So this is very delicate because I know the VA system has been having a bunch of issues. I've been seeing articles saying about fraudulent claims. The VA system is broke, but I don't know. I'm gonna ask you: do you think the VA is looking into this? Do you think that's one of the reasons the VA is getting more strict with veterans because of this profit organization and people all over the internet offering services to play the VA system? Let me know in the comments. I really want to see your opinion on this. I don't want to know any names. If you use any of these companies, just let me know your experience, if they help you out, if they did not help you out, if you're still waiting for your claims. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you hit that like, you hit that subscribe button. It really help the channel out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.